Alrighty, it seems we are live. That's good. Alright, hello everybody. Welcome back to SNES Super Stars. Hope you enjoyed the block of Super Mario World just now. Always an awesome game. And yeah, my name is Janglestorm, and I'm gonna be doing my own block of SNES games right now. I'm gonna be doing at least 4 games in total, possibly another one, but we'll see how it goes. And I'll be starting off with one of the earlier games that I learned as a speedrun, namely this game. This is First Samurai. Some samurai action, I guess. Pretty silly, pretty short, a lot of fun. So yeah, we're gonna be Jangle gaming, I guess. You can also a funny thing is you can also choose between the background music. So A is what I typically go for. If you go for B, it's just this one tune that you hear throughout the entire game. So for the sake of variety, let's just go for BGM A. And yeah, hope you're ready. We're gonna be doing some more stuff, but first this game. Let's just get started, I guess. So this is a game we start off in 1730. That's a long time ago. So yeah, as soon as we materialize from this orb, that's when we start moving. There we go. We got our sword ready to go. So yeah, this is a game where you collect symbols and you also collect bells in order to do certain actions. And you need those. You need 5 symbols in order to finish a level. So that's our main objective here. And this is our samurai friend here. So as it turns out, his master got killed by this demon king who then fled into the future. And we have to basically take revenge on the demon king. And we do some sort of time traveling, really. First off, though, we do some slashing here, and 30 seconds into the game we already have our first bit of downtime, since we use this bell to make it rain and extinguish this fire, so it's gonna take a little bit. But there we go. Nice and easy. So this is a game that first came out for the Commodore 64 and the Amiga as well, and this version specifically is more or less based on the Amiga version in terms of visual style and everything. So if you see those side by side, you will definitely see the similarities. This is a game where you have a life and a force bar, and you basically have to make sure that, well, at least in the speedrun, you make sure that you have your sword whenever you need it. So if you drain your life bar, you will fill it with whatever's in your force bar, which loses you your sword, and eventually you have to get it back. So that's kind of a balancing act in a way. Yeah, it's always the futuristic Demon Kings, I know, right? How dare they? There we go. I don't have my sword right now, which is kind of unfortunate, but we also have these sub-weapons, these knives right here, which are also really good. But I kind of need to refill my force bar as well, which is it's not terribly big. Maybe I can take a death here and see if I can refill it that way. It's actually really easy to lose your health. You just fall into this fire and you just die. Oh yeah, I didn't talk about that yet. I was gonna bring it up, but I'm glad y'all figured it out. But yeah, there's some sound effects in this game. So if you break open the box, you hear this hallelujah, which is fantastic. You'll be hearing it quite a few times. So yeah, now that we've gotten all these symbols, this actually triggers the boss fights. Otherwise you can get here, but they'll tell you go find the symbols and come back later. So you fight this double-headed boss dragon kind of thing, and what I try to do is I try to set up for like a quicker cycle in the beginning by slashing in a certain rhythm. It's not necessarily mashing, but you try to kind of go in a certain rhythm like that. And if you do that well enough, you can actually get an earlier cycle after the second set of hits there. So yeah, that was the first level. As I said, we're gonna travel a little bit. This is some time travel by train, so it's gonna be pretty hype. You could say it's a hype train. Also, this is probably the only level that doesn't really have much of a soundtrack besides this kind of ambient sounding soundtrack, but yeah, so what we have to do here is we have to basically go across these wagons and eventually drop down here. Usually what I try to do here is I try to damage boost a little bit as well to save time, which can be risky, but this is all intentional. Yeah, it escalates quickly. It's kind of like a Samurai Jackass plot, you know, you travel through time, stuff like that. But this was basically Samurai Jack before Samurai Jack, if you like. So now we go down here. The route's pretty much there, you just pick up the symbols as we go along. So this is where we lose our sword, pretty much intentionally, because we will use those knives to rebuild our force bar. So as we go through this wagon, we will be getting, well, to our next symbol. We have to freeze this fire first. But as we go back, we gradually try to rebuild the force bar, so by the time we get out on the right side, we will have enough force so we can get our sword back and we can just continue on. I also gotta make sure not to pick up any other sub-weapons, because these guys tend to drop random weapons sometimes. I only really have use for the knives right now, although the axes are pretty good too, but you also can get grenades, which you don't want to get right now. They will be handy eventually, but only in the future. Oh, that's fine. We got a sword back at least, so I can save those knives. Those knives I actually pick up in the previous level too. So ideally I would have like 50, but sometimes I get 25. But the more I get, the better. Okay, now we go over here. This is where we pick up the last symbol. If I'm low on health, I can actually grab this wall meat, if you like. Hallelujah, by the way. And yeah, we use the final bell here to open up this wall, and it's time for the second boss fight. So we're just gonna walk over here. This is gonna be one long damage boost, really, which is why I wanted to make sure that I had enough health, so I could just survive that, just in case. So I'm just gonna stay over here. If all goes well, I can just do these hits. There's a small chance that this boss fight blocked by hits, so I'm trying to prevent that, but this went pretty well. I'm just trying to stay in this position and just not really do anything besides slashing over and over again. The boss fights are relatively cheesy. I mean, the entire game is cheesy, but also the boss fights, really. Okay, we're getting into, well, a more present time, aka 1999 Tokyo. It's gonna be some very nice music here, so get your gems out. This level is structured a little bit differently, because you can basically kind of go around just find the symbols in various ways, whichever way you'd like in a sense. I'm just following the fastest way to get there. So I'm gonna start over here. I use this bell. I extend this platform a little bit. I kind of need it because I otherwise cannot reach the symbol on the left row from my left side. So I'll do that. Once I drop down, I try to drop a couple of knives and I refill my health a little bit. Then I grab this, and this is for safety. Otherwise, if I would normally do the speedrun and when I would try to go for a PB, I would damage boost quite a bit more, but I guess I'm just playing it a little bit safer. Just to make sure that I can get everything according to plan, basically. I do already set this up. I'm gonna grab it later as soon as I pick up the bell over here. So, we're in the sewers right now, which is always fun. This is one long damage boost. Pick up these long hooks. At some point I'm just trying to avoid them because this is where I basically expect to lose my sword. And that always goes paired with a very nice catchphrase, "Oh no, my sword." That's how you know you've lost your sword. There we go. Also, there's a jellyfish here. Sewer jellyfish, as you would expect, I guess, from 1999 Tokyo. My health is not very good right now. Oh wow, okay, I got super unlucky there. So basically I want my life to be a little bit better because I want my health to be a little bit better because when going down here I kind of want a damage boost for these things, and now I basically have to kick them, so it's a little bit slower, but at least it's a little bit safer too. See? Those jellyfish, if they jump your way, it can be pretty bad, but okay, at least we're good now. So you would think that this looks pretty threatening based on what you just saw, but this is actually totally fine. You can just jump through here and it doesn't even make you take that much damage, so I could just do this and just walk through there without really having to take out anything. Alright, it's time for the third boss fight, and I hope you don't blink, because this is a very long animation and the boss fight will be the complete opposite if all goes well. And it's all thanks to sub-weapons, I'll tell you that. So, let's see. There we go, that was the boss fight. I hope you didn't blink. Normally if you would do this boss fight, you know, it would take a little bit longer and he would head to the lower platform as well and do some further attacks, but basically if you use the knives or axes against him, it will be extremely quickly. It will be extremely quick fight. Okay, time for the time elevator. This is going to be an interesting level because I do hope to get a certain setup that I don't lose my sword here before I get to the boss. So I'm hoping that I can play this somewhat safely if I need to. Mr. Do it again. I told you not to blink. There you go, you see these things on the ceiling? They kind of look like the things that you see on the ground, except the things on the ceiling don't make you take damage, like the floor ones. Very funny, I don't know why, but this game has its own logic, I guess. So I'm just gonna jump across here, just take this out of the way, and gonna send down the laser to grab the symbol. I'm almost disappearing in the laser too. There we go. So yeah, like I said, grenades are going to be crucial in this stage because we will be collecting them and we will be using them against the upcoming against the upcoming boss. So hopefully that will go pretty much according to plan. At least I have a good chunk of health at least, so that's really good. That's what I usually would like to see in a speedrun, because there's a good chance that by the time I get here I don't have enough life and I will need to refill it, so I will have to spend a little bit more time there, and it can be quite a bit of time loss, kind of leading up to like, well, at least 20 seconds or something like that, so yeah, this is definitely better. Yeah, slinkies, yeah, there's gonna be more of those. There's gonna be a lot more slinkies, I can tell you that. Okay, so now we fight this huge computer with a huge screen. See, oh, I need one more round. Oh, there we go. Oh, I almost missed out. I thought I didn't do enough hits, but I basically start attacking the bottom part first, and then I attack the top part with grenades. That's by far faster than just doing it with your own like melee attacks and whatnot. Is this Demon King more of an Aku or Nobunaga? I'm not sure what I can tell you about that. You'll find out for yourself. It's it might not be what you would expect. Also, fun fact that computer, it was also on Game Center CX's game in an episode once, and Arena called this the home electronics monster, so there you go. So now we're in the future, 2245, we're gonna finally defeat the Demon King after all this time, so hope you all are ready for that. We have these flying orb satellite thingies, and oh god, I couldn't get myself in there. I've had that happen recently as well. I mean, it's a small gap, but usually I get through. Yeah, sword and tape drive. Yeah, that's... I mean, that doesn't happen too often nowadays, I think. But yeah, imagine BSODs by swords, caused by swords. Anyway, yeah, I need to play this a little bit safer, but if I'm getting lucky enough, I might be able to get myself over here and refill my force bar, just like that. Also, I'm just gonna grab this food because I was definitely low on health. There's gonna be some health bar management coming up. Also, whilst throwing these grenades, I've got a couple left at least, so that's good, but I'll be picking up more as well. Let's see, I want to save one for a food box. Let's see. Oh yeah, by the way, this is the longest level in the game too, so if I take a death here and I don't use any of the checkpoints, it takes me a long time to get back to where I was. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen. Oh, I didn't want to throw that. Still fine though. Okay, now we get the special food box version of Hallelujah. Hope you enjoyed. It's always fun to show that off, really. I mean, it's such a silly game for with everything that it does, really. Okay, so now we just damage boost away past all these slinkies. Like I told you, there were going to be more slinkies, but there's a lot of them. Let's see, gonna go through here, throw a couple of grenades here. Takes them out instantly, so that's pretty nice. Also, eyeballs in the wall. That's definitely a thing in the future, apparently. Okay, gonna go over here and this, and gonna see if... Okay, that was a good throw. Sometimes I forget from which position I have to throw, and it always gets me. So it's like, oh wait, I need to throw it from this tile. Oh wait, maybe not, but this was okay. Okay, so this is a bit of a finicky thing, because I kind of hope that I keep my sword here, because if I don't, it's gonna take a while to get it back, and not only that, I might actually need to take a death if that's the case, but this is fine. It's always with these, what I call kabuki guys. As soon as I encounter them and they make me lose my sword, that's when it usually happens. But if that is the case, I at least will make it up here, because there's a checkpoint up ahead, and I will try to have enough force that I can still activate it, and then I'll take a death and just start from there. It's way quicker than having to redo the entire stage. Okay, a couple more hallelujahs as we go up here. Final symbol. Alright, seems good. We're ready to meet the Demon King. So you may have been wondering, what does this Demon King look like? Well, yeah, like this. Nice arms, right? I like the arms. I like the arms. So this is a fight that consists of two phases. So this is the first one. I'm just kind of slashing upwards towards his face and just do that for as long as I need to until I can't and I have to move around again. I have to duck here once again. Okay, that was a bit soon, but there we go. Alright. So now he takes us his eyeballs, which are gonna travel around as well. And I basically gotta make sure that I jump high enough so I can get in a little bit of a longer cycle whilst I do this. And it's really good to have full health for this specific reason too. And there we go. And time is coming up right now. Okay. Despite the stuff that happened in the beginning, that wasn't too bad. If not for the intentional death in level 1, it would have been a sub 17, so that would have been pretty good. He had big gutsy legs, yeah. Well, I mean, with this boss there will always be teabagging regardless. I guess I don't have a choice, but yeah. Anyway, we got revenge, and now you get the final text with apparently the voice telling the samurai, "You have grown so much, and now you go back to your time and keep alive the tradition of the samurai." So all is well, yay! Yeah, now we go back to the past. Really, we did some time traveling to the future, and now we go back to the past. But we settled the deal. So yeah, there we go. That was a game, pretty short little run. This is also a pretty short game casually, actually, but it's a lot of fun, really. This used to be a game that I rented as a kid, and I do remember liking it, and years later, I saw it again on Cruiser Grande, and that kind of got me to speedrun this, or learn to speedrun this, and yeah, so it goes. So it goes. I do still pick this up every now and then. Like I do want to improve my PB at some point, but as soon as you get to the sub 1630 mark, it's definitely getting tighter. There's a lot more stuff that needs to go well, and there's a lot of damage boosting and such, and it just needs to go well, really. That's the main thing. But that's one of my future goals, maybe. But yeah. Thanks for the GGs, everybody. All right, so these credits are really long, by the way, so I'm not gonna let them play out entirely. But yeah, I just wanted to say, go check this game out. This is a fun little game. Not too difficult to learn, I think, as a speedrun, but also a very nice casual play. All right, with that said, I'm gonna be switching over real soon. I'm gonna do another samurai game, namely Samurai Showdown. So something a little bit different, although not too much. But yeah, I'll see you soon for that, and we'll be right back with more stuff.